Welcome, guys, to another Market Watch. This is Austin here. Got a couple things on the agenda today. We're going to go over post LCS about a week later from the event. I want to go over what happened to those cards that originally spiked. Also, anything that has spiked later in the week that I thought was interesting. On top of Genesis Impact cores, some of the cores are really cheap now, and you might want to consider getting them. Also going into the collector's rare cards and their prices. So we'll start off with Chao Feng. This was the immediate buyout right after the event. Spiked all the way up to where there were none on market. $25 for super rare is insane. Both first ed and unlimited were tracking around the same prices. Vandy's Ruler was an interesting one. This was played by Jesse Cotton. It was bought all the way out to $350. Now staying steady at $120. Still an insane price for the card. Ice Dragon's Prison definitely crept up after the event. Kind of slowly going back down, but still $30 for this card. I don't think it's in buy range for me right now. I wouldn't suggest it, but it is a card that you probably are going to want for the extravaganza this weekend if you are playing that. Virtual World Lulu, definitely a 3 of in the Virtual World deck. 2140. That's insane for an ultra rare 3 of, but you know you got to keep an eye out for that. Nova must have 3 of for E-Telly. Drytron monster now settling pretty settled out at the 27 mark, 28 mark. Drytron Matonus definitely went down after the event. Like Jesse said, he didn't particularly use it all that much, but it did come up. Herald of Perfection. This showed some success, but definitely Jesse did not play this in his list. Purple Light is seeing, had a buyout and then came back on market at 50 for the ultimate rare. Unlimited. First edition staying steady at 60. Herald of Orange Light did get a little bit of a baby bump this week at 49-ish, under the 49 mark. Ally of Justice Cycle Reader. This was the hand trap that was thought to really be helpful against Drytron. $10. This was previously $1.73. So if you hopped on that pretty early, even day before or the day one of the tournament, would have been a good buy. This one was really interesting to me. I kind of called this in my last video, saying that Ghostbell is one that you probably want to get a hold of in the higher rarity. As you can see, it got bought all the way up to 35, 38 for first ed, and still looking at $25 for that card. So if you are looking to offload this card, it might be a good idea to do that now. And then we'll go into the Genesis Impact course. Today is the 18th, the first day that this set comes out in the United States, and you're going to start seeing some decreases in values. You can already see it with the Live Twin core. These Live Twin cards, they're roughly around pennies, and then $1 for dollar plus the card gets you shipped everything. So these are really, you can get both these main deck monsters for under $4. The one thing that's really kind of expensive about this particular core right now is the Link monsters, which you need 3 of, or I've seen played as 3 ofs. I think that you would want to stay with 3. So $5.45 plus shipping. Not bad, but you might want to keep an eye on this. This might go down even more with Drytron, being the push of the set. And then I've only added the cards that I think you would play in a build like this as Live Twin Home. This is kind of like the discard special summon one of the main deck monsters. Under $1 for this card. Now the Drytron core kind of is staying a little bit more above the Live Twins. I do definitely see this being a couple cents more than the Live Twin main deck cards. I've only added the cards that I saw in Jesse's list. I don't know that you play any of the other main deck cards. Thubin under $1. Albidon still under $1. Matronus, like we said previously, has fallen off quite a bit. It's a 1 of. Gamma, right around $1. All of these seem to be floating around $1, except for the E-Telly of the deck, $27.94. This has been seeing some buyouts. I think this will plane off quite a bit, maybe go down to the $20 range. But you got to remember that there has to be some ultra rares that sell this set, and I really do think this will be one of the top ones. But I think 25 might be a good price to pick up the Nova for. And then the one of Ritual Spell, right around $9. This core does look pretty cheap right now. $60 for your 3-ofs roughly. That's the main bulk of it. Other than that, this deck doesn't seem too bad because a lot of the cards were printed in maximum gold. You have your ritual support in that, and also Vanity's Ruler and the Heralds. The Herald is kind of the more expensive stuff, and you might want to get a hold of those maybe in some bulk at your locals. I found a couple. I think I found like 10 at the dollar bin at my locals. You might want to pick those up. Might try to find some value out of those. Then we'll go on to the Collector's Rare. Check those out. They seem to be really cheap right now. Collector's Rare, Nightmare Phoenix, looking pretty cheap right now, $57. Just looking at the BLS from Toon Chaos, the first edition's selling for about $89. I don't know if I could do a fair comparison between these, but that seemed like a fairly good price for this card. You might see it come down just a little bit, but I wouldn't hold your breath. Alistair and the Invoker, this has had one print previously and also was printed in, I think, an Ultra this set. $59, not bad. I don't think I'd go for that one. The Magistus, I think this is the XEs or something. Really cheap, trying to get rid of those. Sellers are really kind of taking a hit on these. Really not a whole lot of value on them. The Link Monster might be interesting for the new, or for the same old Alistair Link 1 play. This gets you a light on board. Live Twins, I could see these staying fairly high, since these are kind of your, you're paying that tax on waifus. These will probably be the ones to get, and we'll be wanting to stay up. Drytron, Collector's Rare, also another good value. The Ritual Monster, this could be a good high one, but to be honest, one thing you're going to want to look at is just the Nightmare cards. Unicorn and Phoenix, I think, definitely are going to be sought after. They're going to be the highest rarity for a staple card. So keep an eye on those ones. You may even want to trade down for some of these. Nightmare Unicorn, I think, will be the winner. Nightmare Phoenix, for sure. Nightmare Phoenix is probably the most value, Unicorn being the second. And that'll be all for today on Market Watch. Thank you for coming. If there's anything that you want to check out in another video, let me know. Comment, like, subscribe. I do care what you guys think about the video, so it does help me out a lot. And with that said, just go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.